Hello everyone, and welcome to this new series. I suppose this will intersperse, will take over from the, what would be a stream slot, whatever, going forwards on the Wednesday night. So we've got some flight sim ones. My Wednesday night ones are either going to be one of these Meet the Fleet videos, a stream, or it'll be a video game clip. Hopefully I'll get enough together so sort of, get a good catalogue up for you all. And I thought I'd start with this one, which of course this one's going out on a Saturday. This is Saturday 22nd of April 2023, just as a little taster. So this is the DD13 that I got from Traintimes. This poor little fella has no box, but was nicely packaged by Traintimes, was also serviced by them before it came here, and has been a very reliable runner. So a little bit of history on the type. It was a locomotive type that was developed for shunting work. It took over from B6 class locomotives, 9600s and 8620s. The B6 is the little 040, the 9600 is a 280, and the 8620 is a 260. So it took over from quite a few different types, obviously making that whole spares availability and everything much more of ease of maintenance and everything, and also reduce the amount of soot that was being spread around the rapidly growing urban centres of the time. The period we are looking at here is 1958, so quite a lot of steam still left to go, still in the period this engine had to cross over. We are indeed actually looking here at the first livery that the class worked in, and DD13-1 is actually preserved in this livery. I will tell you later on where that was actually that's actually kept, if you would want to go and see it or look it up at all. So this was actually part of a grand modernisation plan that Joe and I were starting on, rapid dieselisation. They'd had two other previous locomotives, two classes, both made in the States, the DD10 and the DD12, which were both built in the United States, United States, and those classes only amounted to 11 between them. So yes, it was very much, the homegrown one was the one that was going to take over, and indeed 416 of these locomotives were produced, and they were retired from the national network in 1987. There are some in industrial use. There's one just poking its head round the corner there. Actually, we'll just put it in here, in industrial use there, when the designers were doing their job of designing the locomotive, they also took into account the fact that it would also be useful to have it as a locomotive to perform short-haul trip workings of freight or passenger services on branch lines as well. The size is ideal the design is ideal for smaller shunting yards. In larger yards, they had to look to bigger classes of locomotives. It was a bit out of its way, and unfortunately it did have quite a heavy axle load. It had 14-ton axle load, which made it too heavy for some of the more lightly laid branch lines. Also, in winter, you're out of luck, it has no steam heat generator for heating up the passenger cars, so yes, it wasn't particularly great there. So it followed on from the DD11 and DD12 in having a centre cab design. It is powered by it is powered by a liquid inline 6-cylinder diesel engine and drives through gear reduction and propulsion shaft. It's diesel hydraulic. This was the norm in Japan for many years. But yes, number 99 here has a new designed wing spring type bogie. Which was a number, if you're really interested, it was DT113. The air reservoir was relocated from under the driver's seat to the side of the bogie, and the fuel tank capacity was increased from 1,000 litres to 2,000 litres. This one has a greater range on it. 99 has actually been scrapped. So, there are 4 preserved, and DD13-1, which is in the livery you see before you, is at the Saitama Prefecture, Saitama City, Omiya, Ward, Taiso Cho, 3747 Rowing Museum. Has been on display since the museum opened, was temporarily moved in April 2015 with the start of a EF1255 exhibition, and it was stored in the General Vehicle Centre, and it's now back on display. The others preserved are DD13353 and DD13611, and finally DD13638. But yes, that was a quick sort of overview of the engine. The model is actually, I don't know. The model is by Micro Ace. And like I say, it's been quite a reliable runner. Some differences again. Single headlight as opposed to the twin headlight. There's a circular version of the twin headlight, and here in the standard running livery, here's the other circle version. You can see it's a little bit different again. So there's the 3 liveries of DD13. I have the complete story in a way. There are several other industrial liveries, but I have industrial use represented. So, with that, I will let it go past the camera another couple of times, and then we'll call that a wrap. Just saying how reliable you were, now come on. So, seen here on a little trip freight, some sort of construction train, possibly replacing a drainage pipe under the track or something there. Probably do a little passenger car for the workmen travelling. They're probably travelling in the caboose at the back. But one of the freight workings as might have been seen on one of the branch lines. As you can hear, it's actually quite a quiet runner. Very smooth operation. The livery is grape with yellow. Also yellow lining and that. Grape is the sort of brown livery. It was the standard livery on most locomotives, diesels and electrics, and was the standard passenger car livery as well. Anyway, as it comes past now, I will say thank you very much for watching. Take care, stay safe and be well, and I'll see you in another video. Bye!